The world of healthcare television is changing as we speak. Television and telephone technologies are merging to create wonderful opportunities for your hospital to expand its entertainment, education, and information capabilities for patients and staff. But if the television picture in room 233 is green and purple today, chances are it will be green and purple when the information highway comes by. It's time to talk to TB&A. You're faced with the challenge of remaining competitive, increasing revenue, and expanding services. But you aren't 100% confident that your television rental program is in perfect step with your patient-first philosophy. It's time to talk to TB&A. And if you're tired of talking to voicemail when it's a real serviceman or attendant you need, it's time to talk to TB&A. Because at TB&A, we know that in order to benefit from new systems and new technology, you have to choose the right people to stand behind those systems. And the people at TB&A have been setting the standards for hospital television equipment, installation, and service for 20 years.
Hello, I'm Steve Fabbiano, Director of Materials Management, St. Joseph Hospital in Cheektowaga, New York. At St. Joseph Hospital, we set high standards and expectations for our patients. TB&A has done a great job with our patients. They come in, they meet with the patients, they turn their TVs on, and they take care of all their needs without the hospital becoming overly responsible for those needs.
I'm Ron Sellers. I'm Vice President for Human Resources at Millard Fillmore Health Systems in Buffalo, New York. TB&A Hospital Television has been managing the delivery of our patient television and telephone service for the last 3 years. And I just want to say that the last 3 years has been an absolute joy working with this particular company. Tom Brunskoll and his staff are the most responsive people I've ever worked with. We've had 0 patient complaints, 0 staff complaints. The service is exemplary. If we need something, Tom and his staff are just a phone call away. All we need to do is call and ask. And basically, almost before we hang up the phone, someone is here to meet whatever our needs are. We haven't had any occasion where Tom has said we can't, or we won't, or it's too hard. It's always, what can we do for you, and how soon would you like it to get done, and it automatically gets done. And just one anecdote, 2 years ago on Halloween, I received a phone call at home from an unhappy patient. Couldn't get the television set turned on. I called Tom on the phone and said we had a problem, and before I had a chance to call the hospital back, someone from TB&A was there, turned the television on, and the patient was very happy. It's that kind of service that puts TB&A head and shoulders above anyone else we've ever looked at to deliver our television and telephone service.
We have a computerized system for our staff development department. They can program in different educational programs for our patients, diabetic teaching, etc. And again, it's a great help, and it takes a lot of the burden off the patients as well. You know, if they have a certain problem, they can watch it on film, on correcting, controlling their sugar levels, etc.
Significant benefit to having a relationship with a company like TB&A. They don't behave like an outside vendor. They don't treat Millard Fillmore, its staff, and its patients like strange customers or clients. They treat them like part of the TB&A organization. And in fact, there's virtually no difference between someone who works for Millard Fillmore and someone who works for TB&A. They're truly an integrated part of what we do, so that we don't get into talking about, well, the television service did that, or the people who run the television service. It's, we need a TV, we call a number, and just like they were part of the Millard group, and they come and they take care of whatever it is we need.
We also have a security system with TB&A, and it monitors our patient lots, our employee lots. They're over the edge with their technology. We have a handheld remote device, and what that does, the security guard at any television set throughout the facility can click it on and they can monitor the parking lots. And it really takes some of the fear out of both the patients and the visitors that come through the hospital.
Innovations are something that's first and foremost on their mind. Not a lot of technical whiz-bang, so that the bells and whistles that you can put on a system but don't use. we haven't put those on, but good practical things like hooking our hospital up to the local cable television company. They have basic cable and a couple of premium services as a routine part of our package, so that when a patient turns the television set on in their hospital room, the kind of service and reception that they get is no different than what they get in their own home.
Next goal with our project, we really want to have TB&A set us up with a satellite system for our community room. It'll benefit both the community as a whole and our staffs for patient and staff development. So TB&A definitely, they have the means and the technology to take us to the next level.
TB&A's people stand behind the entire hospital telecommunications spectrum. Comprehensive television and telephone rental programs at no cost to the hospital. MATV to satellite entertainment and teleconferencing. Video production to interactive lobby kiosks. Closed-circuit education and security to interactive control, with management and service plans to ensure that you get the full benefits and revenue from the systems you choose, day in and day out. Real people, real service, real solutions. That's TB&A. We appreciate this opportunity to tell you about TB&A, and we look forward to being part of your television and telephone system solution. From our extensive facility analysis and benefits assessment to a customized proposal for equipment and services with no hidden costs, to the peace of mind you need in the systems and service you choose for your hospital, TB&A's people make the difference. Real people, real service, real solutions. TB&A.